Hey everybody, this is Terrence Duncan with Operation Blue Memphis, and I wanted to touch base with you guys. I apologize. I was planning to get this video out before the weekend was over, but it was Mother's Day weekend. I was actually out of town, and I wanted to get this information. Also, after you process everything, my thing is never knee-jerk reactions. You want to be able to get information, process it, and to be able to contribute in any way positive that you can. So, um, obviously the biggest thing right now is the redistricting. The redistricting Memphis into three separate districts is a huge story. But here's why Operation Blue Memphis is honestly it's the answer. It's all of this is setting itself up to be for Operation Blue Memphis to be really the solution to all these issues. And I'm not just saying that. I have a case here that that launches this campaign. So I'll share as much as I can with you. This video, I'll just share just a couple of ideas, and then later we'll kind of let you know what else will be in store. So, and again, for the people who have followed this, I'll be reading some information. I'll be, just giving my opinion, and so, but just sharing information as best I can. So, um, Memphis is being stripped. Basically, Memphis is being stripped of political power at the state level, and it needs the state legislative cooperation to pass the Blue Memphis Water and Energy Sovereignty Act. Um, However, you know what we found out is that we you really don't need it. You really don't need the state. What we're talking about is, and this has been mentioned in previous videos, economic resource sovereignty. Okay, and so let me read you some information. So this redistricting crisis give Operation Blue Memphis a specific narrative that resonates beyond, honestly, government officials. And so Memphis is a majority black economic engine for the state that continues to, this is a quote from one of the representatives, that contributes billions of dollars in tax revenue, culture, labor, commerce, while being systematically stripped of its political power. And Operation Blue Memphis specifically is an answer to that injustice because um, it it builds it through economic sovereignty. Okay, so the thought process is if you want to strip Memphis of all of its political power, Memphis can build its own economic power base. So from the river that runs through it and the aquifer that's underneath it, no redistricting map can either touch it, or no legislative committee can defund it, and no Confederate statute retaliation budget can diminish Operation Blue Memphis. It in its full capacity, it can generate $1 billion in annual revenue that belongs to Memphis, regardless of who controls the state legislature. So this message needs to be understood by every Memphis community member. You don't need to wait. You don't have to wait on what they're doing in Nashville. Okay. There are some specific things that can be done right here at the local level. And so, you know, this is what has to be done. Now let me go a little bit into what that step will look like. Apologies, let me scroll down. So if if anything, this redistricting development it strengthens Memphis's case, specifically for Operation Blue Memphis. Just basically codifying the Memphis. Let me say this because I want this phrase to be repeated. Blue Memphis Natural Resource Authority. That's by both municipal executive order and state law. And so it's obvious today that Memphis itself can't really trust the Tennessee General Assembly to pass a Blue Memphis Water and Energy Sovereignty Act because Memphis has been split into three districts, and that guarantees no meaningful legislative representation. And so the municipal executive order track becomes urgent. Mayor Paul Young can establish the Blue Memphis Act by executive order immediately. This is before the redistricting takes full effect and before the political window closes. So this redistricting creates just an argument for pursuing federal legislation authorization instead of state authorization. So um, if the Tennessee General Assembly will not pass the act that we need, again, the Blue Memphis Water and Energy Sovereignty Act, Congress can pass federal legislation designating the Memphis Sand Aquifer as a national strategic water resource. This triggers federal protection. Sorry about that. This triggers federal protection and federal revenue sharing mechanisms that bypass the state legislature entirely. So, what do we need? We need Mayor Paul Young. He can initiate this. He has the power to have an executive order, and so that's what we encourage him to do. Just so you know, we've reached out. We sent a couple different emails to the mayor's office, sent to the Shelby County. The Shelby County mayor responded today. Spoke with the executive assistant, and so hopefully we can get on their calendar. And so this process needs to be done. It needs to be done ASAP. So um, we have some more action items that we'll share, and also a PowerPoint, the executive brief, and we'll be coming. We put together this is a campaign, so there's going to be some additional supports that's going to be in place, additional ways to get this message out via social media, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and we send strategic emails to have some additional meetings with and just to get this information out. Excuse me. And so just stay with us. There should be an Operation Blue Memphis Facebook page coming soon where you can get a lot more of this information, a lot more of these videos. But so where we are today, the redistricting crisis strengthens. And the phrase is resource sovereignty. The Memphis Blue Aquifer and the Mississippi River utilize the Mississippi River for hydrokinetic energy. I mean, it's a must now, and Memphis does not have to wait for state legislature to approve this. The mayor can issue an executive order today if he wanted to. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. God bless.